All right, well, my Discord absolutely blew up yesterday because there's some crazy big news. New edition of Infinity, end of this year, and I found Carlos. How you doing, Carlos?
How you doing? Hello. Glad to be in the USA again.
Welcome, welcome. Do you want to tell us about all the exciting new things?
Yes, I have the book right here, and I'm going to... No.
I got excited for a quick second. I was like, oh my God, you didn't tell me that.
Okay. The best thing I can say, or the thing that brought optimism to me since the beginning, is once the wheels for M5 began rolling, we make a big meeting in Corvus Belli, and everybody was there. Usually rules for this company, a new edition is rules, rules, rules. Just think about the rules. This time it was how do we improve everything, and this means, okay, fine, rules, but the armies and the update of the armies. The best way to deliver the armies once updated to the player base. How we stretch the time for a customer to get their miniatures in a short amount of time, fulfilling all the profiles. How do we improve the packaging, the way you put things together? How do we give accessibility tools? Because the rules developers are always thinking about that, how to make the game more accessible. And there will be changes with M5. Oh, I can show you something.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
Absolutely.
A second. This is stat card, okay, a stat card for Infinity. This is not going to happen for the whole range, but we will make some of these for the most beginner-friendly boxes, okay. This is an M5 stat card, so maybe one of your viewers can notice something on this card that is different from an M4 unit profile, okay.
What's
so I challenge you. Oh, you got it.
Did I get it? Is that the thing? Okay.
Okay. That is a functionality change. It's not something dramatic. We instead of saying wounds or structure, we say vitality.
Right.
Okay. Why? Because we have wounds as an attribute and wounds as a marker, and sometimes in describing rules in several languages leads to certain confusion. Sure. Nothing dramatic here. Is that those kind of little changes that nobody's excited about but improves the game, like hyperdynamics. Back in the day, hyperdynamics. What is hyperdynamics? You go to the rulebook, oh, it's a +3 to my PH roll when dodging. In M4 that changed to dodge +3. Suddenly you don't have to go to the book.
Self-explanatory.
Those are functionality changes, okay? Nothing exciting. Other changes will be exciting, okay? And we're saving those for the right moment to communicate.
What's going on with JSA? Because that's what I'm excited about.
Well, JSA through the years went through their own narrative arc. Okay, JSA began being a sectoral army inside Yuqing. I know you already know this, but maybe someone who mentioned this video doesn't know it. Then a book came out. It was called Uprising, and it was the Japanese decide to execute a secessionist movement and exit Yuqing and become a faction on their own. Okay, an army independent from Yuqing, and that led them to become JSA, Japanese Secessionist Army, as an NA2 army, which was that label that we put for mostly mercenary companies. But JSA was there, an online army.
Yeah.
JSA is so popular, has always been so popular, that even when we make online campaigns, we have to get rid of the NA2 and make just being JSA. Because our statistics show that like 90% of NA2 players were JSA players. So with M4, and thanks to the new storyline, JSA founds a planet and decides that is their planet. So that upgrades them from being an NA2 army to a faction on their own. So there will be generic vanilla JSA, JSA Oban, the Great Watch, which is the sectorial army that we already know, and a new sectorial army for JSA that is the shiny new thing, where the Mecha Sokorentai has its spot, okay, and that will be JSA Shindenbutai. Of
Now,
course.
do we know yet if everything from the existing JSA sectorial will be folded into the full army? It's all going to get transferred over?
Well, the current existing JSA now will be known as Oban, and
Okay.
that's its own sectorial.
Got it.
And we're developing a new one, that is the new one. And then both units, both kinds of units will be playable as vanilla JSA,
Right.
as a faction on their own.
Sure.
You can make more fire teams on Oban, you can make more fire teams on Shinden Butai. When you play vanilla JSA, you still can make fire teams because vanilla factions will be allowed to make a few fire teams also.
Okay.
In M5.
Interesting. That's a change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big.
So now they have this new planet, but it sounds like maybe there's going to be some conflict with Pano while they're there.
No, all the factions.
Well, Pano's the bad guy, so it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. All the factions will try to get the claws on that new planet. It's not the most colonizable planet, I can tell you.
Okay.
Many infantry units will wear masks because the atmosphere is not that breathable. It's a planet that still has to be terraformed. The stuff that Hack Islam excels at, you know. So all the armies, all the factions, as usual, it's the new operations theater. Plots, storylines will happen there.
Keep going, yeah.
And remember that the last book from M4 was called Enson. It was, we knew it was
end
the
of
end.
fourth, yeah.
But also, they reached this planet because there was found a new wormhole, Abraxas. But there are other wormholes that the book mentioned. So those are windows that Gutiérrez, the showrunner, okay, leaves open for new storylines. So I highly recommend you to read Enson because
all the juicy bits.
the bread trails were sprinkled all over that book because we knew it was the last book and we knew we were heading to M5 already. So yeah, many of the story twists and turns and stuff that happens is even related with the TV series in a certain way.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
exciting.
Oh yeah,
Very cool.
Yeah, because there's an animated TV show coming. So
Yes.
So we know everything.
I managed to
mean-
get a good friend of mine who's never played Infinity interested, and he's already collecting an army because of the trailer from that show.
Yeah, and I highly recommend to get the Operation Blackwing starter set 2-player battle pack.
Yeah,
Why? Because probably will be discontinued at some point when the new one comes.
fair enough.
But at the same time, I tell you, many characters from the TV series, the miniatures are in Blackwing. So get it now, because at some point we will repack it and stuff. But Blackwing, as it is perfect. One of the best boxes we've ever made.
Yeah.
It's getting sold out here at the back. But Beyond also sold out, absolutely.
Last question on the JSA specifically. Is there any plan to replace things like the remotes that they currently share with Yuqing, or are they going to stay sort of cross-compatible?
Yeah, there are plans for that.
New ones?
I forgot about it. Yeah. They will have their own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I base all my sectorials based on the sectorial they come from, and those always annoy me because they don't match both. They only match one. So getting a new set will be great.
Anyway, they will keep having when I make the panoplies for the dossiers,
Yeah.
they told me, okay, the basic weapons, Yuqing, but the weapons that cost SWC,
Yeah.
Pano.
Okay.
So they have a mix of weaponry with their own, you know.
Very good. And so when can we look forward to getting the rules, the book in our hands, the new box?
October 2024, October this year, is going to be all the promotion and the pre-order. Okay, November is when you will probably get your hands on it. It's a perfect Christmas gift.
There you go.
You know, go for it. And yeah, it's going to die. When the army will update with everything, we will deliver an official date at some point.
Right.
There's a lot of changes to be made because there's a lot of armies changing attributes also. So there's going to be, stressful days, people getting excited and dramatic at the same time.
Between Warcrow coming out, the new edition of Infinity, the cartoon or the animated show, there's so much crazy stuff going on with you guys.
Yeah.
Always busy.
The AI Sibila has a lot to learn now.
The AI, yeah, there you go, another one. I haven't had a chance to mess with it too much yet, but that's exciting.
And the spaceship game, Acheron Falls, also coming out. And new Joy Toy figures. And what else? I don't know. Crazy stuff.
It's a very exciting time to be a fan. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, Carlos.
Okay.
Thanks.
Have a nice day.
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more from Gencon 2024. Huge thank you to the Extremely Cool Kids tier on Patreon, the Steam Powered Scoundrels, Dogmatize, Devin, and the Spilled Paint Pot, and thanks for watching.